Hey guys, and welcome back to Minecraft Infinity with me, CuriousKey. We're just inside my house here, and we're doing a little bit of work on the interior. You can see it's still a bit bare, but I've got all the little roof beams in. I'm kind of liking the way that's looking, the little grid pattern up there. But these walls are too flat. We definitely need a bit of shape going on here, so I just want to try out a few ideas. The first order is to get kind of pillars in the walls, but I've got two basic ideas, and I want us to kind of see which one works best. Is this one of just having the one pillar in the corner here, which turns this kind of diagonal shape into a little square, and the next idea is I can just tear down these blocks and expose the exterior pillar on the inside. So I'm just not kind of sure which one of those to go with. But I'm kind of going with this one a little bit because it kind of makes the room less square. I'm not a fan of just perfectly square rooms. I like to have a bit of shape, and this gives the room a bit more shape. Whereas that, you can kind of still see the room's very square. But what I'll do is I'll just put in the other pillars, because I was thinking if I just put some kind of pillars down here like this on both sides, and we'll see which one looks best with those. See, now the issue it might have here is this pillar is not going to line up with these. They're not going to line up with each other, but that might be okay. We'll see. It might actually be fine. I don't know. Let's have a go. Let's do a bit more here and see how it's looking. Something I always try not to just have these long periods of silence when I'm building, but it can be difficult sometimes. Sometimes you just kind of concentrating on what you're doing, and it's just kind of difficult to keep your mouth yammering. But okay, here we are. So let's have a look at that. So we've got these pillars on the side, and I'm quite liking the pillars there. They just make the room a little bit more busy because it was a little bit empty before, and it just kind of makes it look a little bit more real. Now, this side or this side? You know what? Despite this not actually lining up, I'm kind of going with it because it puts a little bit more structure into the shape of the room. I think I'm going to go with this one, but of course, let me know in the comments which one you guys prefer, and I'll... Whoops, what am I doing? Not that I would actually necessarily change my designs to suit people, but it's nice to know what people think is best anyway. Now, I'm going to need a... Oh, I don't want to use all of that. What am I doing? It's not even those ones I'm using. I'm using the oak wood. I don't know what I'm doing today. I've got brain cancer. That is actually a thing. I have not been up for very long, so that's most likely the issue. I'm just not quite at full speed yet. So let's see. And I'll need to get a few more logs. But yeah, that's our shape by the looks of it. I should have a few trees growing outside, so I'm just kind of running a little bit of a tree farm. As you can see, I've not really done much with this down here yet either. I will be putting stuff in here though. What? Ah, yes, some have grown. Yay. Okay. A little bit of lumberjacking. I am a lumberjack, I click all day. Okay. This, I'm almost certain is not going to be enough, but we'll see. If not, I'll just finish it off camera anyway. The other thing is, last episode, I did a lot of cutting to kind of not... I don't know how to phrase it. To not force people just to sit watching me doing repetitive start stuff for ages. But I think I might have cut out a little bit too much of the building, so that's why I'm here kind of doing some stuff on camera with you here, because you know, I've been watching a lot of BWO's videos actually, and I kind of like the on-screen stuff he does. So I thought I'd try and do a little bit more on screen too. But yep, I'm liking that now. And for the floor, I need to do a bit of wall farming to get some carpet, because I want to do a little carpet design in here. So for that, I am going to cut. So I'll see you in... Okay, so here we are with a little sheep pen going on. And I don't know if this is something that always used to happen, but I haven't seen it before. I'm getting sheep kind of phase through the fences, and that's pretty odd. But not enough of them are escaping to actually cause an issue. And the ones that do escape, well, they can just repopulate. So, God, where are my resources? Okay, yeah, here we are. I've made some carpet blocks. And, ooh, a little bit of lag there, sorry. So these guys are going to be how I spruce up the floor up here. What I'm thinking is I'm going to leave a 1-block border of wood around the edge. And then within that, let's get rid of this guy. I'm going to do black, like so. So it's going to follow the contours of the room here and be all 3-dimensional and shit. So here we go, just going to follow this round. And, okay, we've got an issue here, but I'm not sure. I will quite possibly move or redesign the staircase. So I'm just going to continue with this shape and just see if I like it as is. I need to light this up a little bit. And I'll just put these on here now. I'm going to get a better lighting system at some point. This is just convenient. So then if I go around here like this, I get contrast. And it's quite a strong contrast. Like, I honestly wish the carpet for this were a little bit darker. You know, this is a very bright, a very bright red. I guess what would it be? A magenta, perhaps. And it's I don't know, but it will do. It will do. Now, what I'm wondering is whether to go in a bit more or go straight in with another layer of black. Because that could be cool, actually, if I... Yeah, actually, I think I might do that, yeah. I'm kind of designing on the fly here. So, I'm just kind of testing out this kind of system of just kind of designing on the fly as I go along. So I could just do another layer of black, couldn't I? And then just put that in the middle. See, this would be coming down here. Wait, I've got a... this isn't... We've got something going uneven here. Why is this different? This one's the right one anyway. Something's going weird here. And I'm not sure what's happened to it entirely. Ah, I see. Yeah. See, this, if those stairs weren't there, would be going at that, and then this would be going at this, and then this would be coming in. Hey, we're making progress here. I like that. It's a very simple design. It's basically concentric ovals, but I kind of like it. But with this kind of design, this isn't working. This staircase would have to be redesigned. I feel like I would want to redesign it, unless I kind of incorporate it somehow. Like this. Say if I made it kind of like a... something like that could work, maybe. I'm not sure on it though. I'll have to do a little bit of thinking about how to handle this. And it will probably take a while, so I'd say I'll do that off camera, because I'll probably just end up just putting on a podcast and just sitting here in the corner and looking at it for a while. I do a lot of building like that. I just sit there, distract myself with something, and look at it abstractly for a bit until something comes to me. It works pretty well, because whatever you're listening to kind of distracts you enough that when you come back to it, your mind's fresh and you have new ideas. So, I guess for now, I'll move on to the next step, and I'll just leave that design up there, kind of percolating in my brain. I need another bucket, because I'm just going to set up some basic ore doubling in here. So I'll need that just to make it less tedious getting enough ore to set up a proper kind of power production and factory system. And I'll have to actually do a bit of learning about the new mods to figure out how that should be done. So we are going to be going for an accumulator. Not the system I usually use is just a basic accumulator and steam dynamo, and then pulverizer. So, okay, rather than going through all the tedious crafting processes, because everyone knows how to use NEI and they can all click on things and get recipes, so I don't need to show you the recipes on the video. So rather than just go through the process of building this right now, I'll cut until I've got it set up here. And then I'll go on to the next step. But one thing is, feel free to give me your advice or opinions or any feedback on how you want me to be doing these videos, because I already got some feedback on the thread on the FTB forums that, I should be doing more montages and things like that rather than just cutting to the next stage. And that was actually my plan from the beginning. It's literally just waiting on a time when I have enough free time in the day to spend some time kind of learning new editing tricks, really, because I'm not very experienced with editing yet. And I'm happy to learn the new tricks and implement them, and I want to do, actually, because I want to make these videos the highest quality they possibly can be. It's just, getting to a stage where I can actually do that. So expect that kind of stuff fairly soon. I'll probably have time to learn that kind of thing next weekend, perhaps. So it's a bit hectic this weekend, but we'll see. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay guys, so here we are. Got a very simple little system set up here. Just aqueous accumulator gaining water, putting it into a steam dynamo, which is powered also with coal, and then putting that power into a pulverizer so I can double my ores. Of course, this isn't like a proper setup. This is just, for me, the simplest and easiest way of getting ore doubling set up. So I'll just put some ferrous ore in there to go. Now, I've done a little bit of thinking about redesigning the stairs as well, because with the carpet, I thought that just wouldn't work. So, ta-da! Here we go. This is, I think, the design of the staircase we're going to be moving forwards with. I just did the first little bit to get the shape moving, and then I thought I'd do the rest on camera. So, we're going to have pillars coming up here too, just to give it a bit of a feeling of structure. And to be cutting these beams out, it will look strange if they're not supported. Now, where's my axe? Here we go. Now, we're going to be chopping all of this stuff out here. This whole section of floor. So, this is actually a less efficient staircase. We're losing more floor here. But one thing is, my builds are not going to be about efficiency so much as they'll be about the concept. That I'm more interested in making builds which are cool than builds that actually work really well. So, your Direwolf 20 style builds with, just cubes that have really hyper-efficient machines running them is not my thing at all. I don't find it fun, and I'm not very good at it, if I'm honest, as well. I like doing this kind of thing where, yeah, maybe the space isn't very efficiently used, but looks nice and it's fun to build. Oops, I've placed you wrong. And yep. Now this carpet will have to be redesigned again as well to come into line of my new idea. And gonna need a few of these guys. Okay, I'd have no understanding of what just happened there. Maybe it just dumped on the floor because I had no inventory space. Let's just try again with these guys. Well, I've got some here, so that's okay anyway. Yeah, still new to Chisel Mod, and sometimes it behaves decidedly oddly. So I'm not sure if there's still bugs in it or I'm just using it wrong. It's quite possibly a mix of both. Dump a bit of you and a bit of you. So we've got this idea here where we're coming up and around, and we come up to here like this. And I like this shape. I like this. I've always been a fan of spiral staircases in Minecraft. Just like this. And actually curved staircases, they're absolute hell to build, but they are so much fun. So expect builds that will be incorporating them later on, when I've got more resources and I'm willing to spend more time on a single build, because right now I'm going to be doing little bits to keep the series moving along. So here we go. We've got all this going, and I kind of like how that's looking. There's a few things that maybe we could do now. I can't put a log across here because it won't give us enough headroom. I mean, we would have enough headroom to move under, but it would look weird if I do that right there. It looks really cramped. So I won't do that. If I put one across maybe here. Yeah, that looks better because it still looks a little bit reinforced and doesn't have quite the same issue of making the staircase feel cramped. So that's going along this path here. So this is actually a good idea for if you're stuck for a design. Just place blocks and see how it looks, because if you put something down and it looks bad, you can always just tear it up again and put it down differently. Never be afraid of just placing blocks in an almost random pattern. That's actually how I deal with almost all of my hardest design decisions. Is eventually I just decide to try something. And maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but it always moves things along to the next step. Because even if it doesn't work, I know that doesn't work, and that's a limited one possibility. And also what I did before, when I started working on the tech there, that's another good thing. If you're getting stuck and even just placing blocks, it isn't working for you, nothing's turning out well, just walk away from it for a bit. Don't necessarily stop playing, but if you just start working on something else, something which is more definite, something which you can just kind of do and turn off your brain while you're doing, then you can come back to the other idea later, and I can almost guarantee you that you'll have ideas. So that's what I did there, because I didn't know what to do about this staircase. So I just thought, oh well, I'll just walk away for a bit and come back. Now, I think I will continue this design. I'll keep a lot of this design kind of as is, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten it. So the design's going to come in... Yeah, I'm going to shorten the design so it kind of... Just the same template, but just compressing the carpet in here. So it kind of goes in like that, and where's my black carpet? Now, I don't know if a mod has added a better alternative for carpet. I did have a little look in NEI, but I didn't find anything. But if I am missing out on a much better alternative or something like that, or you think that trying out a different concept for here would work better, then go ahead and let me know. I need to make that one shorter. because I played a lot of mods in 1.6, but I'm quite new to 1.7, so if I'm missing something really obvious, just go ahead and point out. I don't mind being having mistakes or stuff I'm missing pointed out. And actually, it's kind of good. I actively seek criticism. Criticism is how you learn. You can either criticize your own work, which is a very good thing to do. Now, when I say criticism, I mean criticize, not put down. Ooh, okay, that's... Well, actually, no, wait a minute. Having it slightly... Oh, yeah, I like that. That works, actually. It's asymmetrical, but it's nice. Yeah. Yeah. And maybe I'll put a little... Yeah, just quickly. Just use these guys. So this is just an idea I come up with on the fly here, because talking has distracted me enough from what I'm doing that my brain has been able to think of things. And so I'm not sure if I'll use these fences specifically. There's loads of different fences in this pack, so I'll quite possibly use other ones. But just looking at that adds a nice bit of three-dimensionality. Now I wonder if I... So I'll probably end up using the spruce fences or something darker. I'm just trying this out for the shape, but I definitely think the shape works. Ooh, I've actually run out. Will that be enough? No, it won't. I'll have to make a few sticks. Yep. I apologise for having just a bit of monotonous crafting going on here, but just rolling with the ideas as they come in right now. Now, if I put that in there and just come back and have a look, and yeah, I like this. This gives it a lot more three-dimensionality. So my issue with this room before was it was just very flat. It was just a void, a box. So adding all this stuff, in my opinion, has really improved its look and feel. So it feels more real, you know? Like I don't know if I don't know what kind of places you live in, what your house is like, but I know that if you're living in like a lot of student accommodation will be like this. If you're living in a place which is just a load of square rooms, like just really plain square rooms, you need a lot of decoration to make it feel homely. Whereas if you're living in a place that's got a lot of kind of really oddly shaped rooms and there's lots of little alcoves and a lot of kind of architectural design going on, you don't need so much decoration to make it feel good to be in. Even with less decoration, it still feels interesting enough. Whereas just living inside a blank cube, it feels like a prison. It doesn't feel natural. At least, for me. And that's the same kind of thing of Minecraft builds. You kind of have to add three-dimensional appeal to make a build feel nice. Now, a lot of people build entirely based on what the blocks look like. And they have these flat surfaces which are incredibly detailed, but they're flat. And you can do stuff with that. I mean, there's pixel art, which uses essentially the same thing. But I think if you can do it with some three-dimensional aspect, like with the pillars here, it is almost always going to look better. But that's just my way of doing it, anyway. But here we have this designed. The next job will be to do something down here, and I'll come up with a concept for that off video and show you my idea next video. And after that, I think I'll be adding my first wing onto this building. I think I'll build something out here. So I think I'll just have a single floor extension coming out here. But I'll work on an idea for that and show you next video. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and please leave a comment with any criticism or advice or any kind of thoughts and feelings about the episode. And I will see you next time. Alright, guys. See ya.